Initiating login sequence. Welcome to Alyx's world.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm your host, Alyx, just Alyx. We are back on the road for All Elite Wrestling. They returned with a great, yes, I said a great episode of AEW Dynamite right here in Miami, Florida. Hot crowd. I don't know if it was sold out, but damn it, it sure the hell sounded like it was sold out. Yeah, man. Right here in the James L. Knight Center. Miami was the lucky crowd to have AEW's very first night as they return to fans. Now, AEW is going to be going live on the road for the next few weeks, and I think the next few episodes are going to be Fyter Fest. I think it's Fyter Fest night 1 and 2, and then Fight for the Fallen, the very last Wednesday of the month, and then it's going to be regular Dynamites until we get to All Out, which is the first week of September. And then I think not too long after that is the big stadium show in New York City. So AEW, they got a lot lined up, so they're going to have to be knocking out bangers for the next few months. I don't think they don't really have enough room to just lag. Every show needs to be a banger for the rest of the year, honestly, because even after the freaking stadium show, they got Isn't Full Gear coming after that, not too long after that. Jesus. So they don't have a break. They gotta make sure everything is on fire. This is a good start. I thought tonight's show was a good indication of things to come for All Elite Wrestling. So we're going to talk about it, all the great things, all the bad things, and then you give me your thoughts down below in the comments and, of course, in the live chat. Before we get started, let's pay some bills. If this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Join the membership. Be a part of the ever-expanding brand of Alyx's World by contributing to the membership, where you can get an opportunity to request a video or a topic or even a live reaction in the future. You can also expand the brand by doing the following things. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at JustAlyxCentral. Also give me a follow on Instagram. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, and yes, Superchats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries or just to say hi. Get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees. Get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt. Get you a new school Alyx's World t-shirt. But don't forget to get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie, America t-shirt made by It's J Knox and Fire Star Heart. Let's get a quick word from our sponsor, and then we'll do some shout-outs. Today's video is sponsored by Amazon Music Unlimited, featuring 70 million songs and thousands of expert playlists. With Amazon Music Unlimited, you can listen to any song, anytime, anywhere, on all your devices. Smartphone, tablet, PC, Fire TV, and even Amazon Echo. Today, if you sign up using the link getamazonmusic.com, just Alyx, you'll get a 90-day free trial that you can cancel at any time. Following that, you'll be paying a small $7.99 that includes no ads and no interruptions. Take advantage of this opportunity today using getamazonmusic.com, just Alyx, in the description below. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I want to show some love to the early crowd, the early fans here. I've been noticing that my early crowd is becoming a lot more packed. I usually only start with a couple of viewers, 50 to about 60, and then it grows to 300 later on. I'm starting off with 100 viewers, which is a great indication that this podcast is growing. For me, that's a step in the right direction. I don't know what we're doing, but let's keep on doing it. Like that video. Today's goal, I always say 100 likes. Let's go 150. 150 for AEW. And then, of course, if we get that, we'll raise it to 200. Show some love to the moderators. Ultrashot 97, Firestar Heart, Elias Demi, and Godzilla Hawk, who help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I want to say hello to the members, the green names. We got Nickname Mai in the house. And of course, we got some super chats here, so let me play them really quickly, and then we'll do some more shout outs.
Hey Alyx, will Raw have a lot people at FTX Arena in Miami on September 6th like AEW tonight? I love tonight AEW, it is better than NXT last night.
I thought NXT was a pretty great show last night, so we'll have to debate on what show was better later. But yeah, I thought this show was great as well. Now you say Raw was... Okay, let me get this play really quick.
Sen. EHM Cody buried the Nexu. EHM the factory.
Yeah, what a bunch of jobbers they were. Just a bunch of jobbers. It's okay. Somebody got a job, right? But yeah. Listen, Sam, let's not talk about Raw tonight, because if I end up talking about Raw, I'm gonna end up... Okay.
Give me Tommy End versus Jon Moxley, please AEW.
Ooh, you know they're going there. Oh, you know. Man, All Out is gonna be dope. It is going to be super goddamn dope this year with the roster they got. So, all right, let's knock out some of these people here in the live chat. Just gonna say a couple names, and then we'll get straight to the review. Taryn Jones, Nick Infinite, Nick Infinite. Don't know what Infinite is. Nick Infinite, 1992, excuse me. Can't read or say people's names today. Good lord. Fletch, Ghoul World Order, John Beal, Zachary Hain, AEW fan 9. Again, just numbers are not computing right now. 167. Kid Ninja, Richard Atkinson, Juan Lopez, Joseph Winters, Anime Mania 500, Luke Bennett. We got Adam Ritter, Sonic Artemis 117. Got those numbers right, Jesus Christ. We got Anthony White. We got G-Rock 44. Wrestling is fantastic. Whoop Whoop Kid. We also got True Fire 901, Jamarcus Williams. We got Oh Yeah Mr. Krabs. We got Mohammed Solomon. Is it Mohammed Suleiman or Solomon? I think I want to say Solomon. Suleiman, whatever. Close enough. What's up, Mohammed? Christian Landa. And last but not least, let's give it to Jack Lumbombard. Jack Lumbombard, who recently subscribed. Good to have you here. Good to have you. Thank you all for making me a part of your day. You could be anywhere listening to anybody's broadcast. Again, the goal for today is 150 likes. 150 likes. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to exactly what you guys want me to talk about. Because I could just straight up go into the AEW review. Just go in order. Let's not do that. You are all here to hear me talk about the debut of a certain badass, a certain man who once went by a theme song that said the following: no man is ever truly good. No man is ever truly evil. I'll be the things that you never could, and we will never be equal. God, I miss that theme song. I wish you could take that with him. But hopefully the new one is just as good. Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy fucking End is officially All Elite. The only thing is, he's not Tommy End. He's Malakai Black. He has changed his name to Malakai Black. Clearly, a play off of his WWE name, Aleister Black. So we'll talk about that in a second. The way he debuted was dope. You had R. Anderson out there with Tony Schiavone. And let me just say this too. I'm noticing that people just keep interrupting Tony Schiavone. Has Tony Schiavone ever able to just have a promo segment without being interrupted? I noticed that as of lately. Like, he keeps getting interrupted. I would like for one segment, Tony Schiavone has an interview and that's it. Now, backstage, yes, but I'm talking about inside the ring. He just keeps getting interrupted. Regardless, he's out there with R. Anderson. The crowd's loving him, showing him some respect. The lights go out, and you're thinking, oh boy, there must be someone new's coming in. So you start thinking, all right, who is it? Who could this be? And then the lights come back on, and there is Tommy fucking End in the corner. The crowd goes apeshit. They lose their minds. And then boom, black mass. Black mass in your face. And then here comes Cody Rhodes. Boom! Booyah! Black mass to his ass too. Black mass to the ass. Black mass to the ass. Black mass to the ass. Hey, come on, one more time. Black mass to the ass. I don't even know it. I don't even know if it's called Black Mass anymore. It should be. This was awesome. This was an awesome debut. Great way to bring in Tommy fucking End. Although, let's talk about it. This new name, Malakai Black. First off, I personally don't like how they introduced his new name. I wish Excalibur would have kept his goddamn mouth shut. Well, his new name is Malakai. Why? You know, there's just one of those things with Excalibur where he needs to read the fucking room. You know what I mean? It's the same thing they did with the Blade and the Butcher. The Blade and the Butcher! And Jim Ross is like, who? This was one of those moments where the crowd is chanting Tommy End. And he's all like, oh my god, that's not Tommy End, that's Malakai Black. And you're like, oh my. Listen, if you're gonna change his name, fine. Find better ways to introduce it. If anything else, he should have introduced himself as Malakai Black. He should have come out and been like, listen, Tommy End was weak, Aleister Black was dumb. I am gonna get over my way. I'm starting over officially in AEW with a new name. And that name is Malakai Black, which I apparently misspelled here. And the role is Malakai with an A. Malakai Black. There we go. I fixed it. I do good, I fix. That was the only issue I have with that. I'm not saying he can't change his name. It's just, why would you have this man who was already had reputation, and people knew him as Tommy End. Yes, Aleister Black apparently was what he was recognized more as from a bigger audience, so you want to play off of that more. I get that logic, but Tommy End sounds a lot more badass than Malakai Black. No offense. Aleister Black was pretty good. I actually like that name, but Malakai Black? Can he make it work? Yes, but I just don't understand why you just don't use Tommy End. Was that his decision? Did he want to go by Malakai Black? I guess. Whatever. It's one of those things probably where he was like, I want to be Malakai Black, and Tony Khan's like, sure. Whatever. I'm gonna bitch about it. I'm gonna moan about it. I'm gonna, why'd you change your name? I like Tommy End. It's my channel. I'll do what I want. I'll probably be okay with it in the next few months. But regardless of the name change, and again, he'll probably end up cutting a promo explaining why he's Malakai Black. Or maybe he might just be Malakai Black for a short period of time and then end up being Tommy End later on. I don't know. But regardless, freaking Tommy End is in AEW. I'm so happy he didn't stay with WWE. I was getting very worried. The moment I saw Zelina Vega come back, I was like, well, I guess he's going back to WWE. Nope. He said, fuck that. Fuck that. All that, I don't even know what you call that. I don't want to say he's a simp. All that simping on that string where he talked about WWE likes me, Vince understands me. The writers are actually good writers. Don't get mad at Vince, guys. Come on, guys, don't get mad at Vince. I'm like, oh Lord, he's setting himself up to go back to WWE. I just know it. No, he didn't. He was like, no, fuck WWE. I'm going to AEW. Yeah, you know what? I'm happy he's here. Imagine the matches. Oh my goodness. We just had one super chat say Jon Moxley versus Aleister Black. Dean Ambrose versus Aleister Black, excuse me. Tommy End or Malakai Black versus Jon Moxley. Oh, that's gonna be a freaking awesome match. You can also do Tommy End versus Omega. Tommy End. You're gonna do Tommy End versus Cody Rhodes. I guess that's the all-out match we're getting. Okay, sure. Oh, so many possibilities. Oh my goodness, you can do Eddie Kingston versus Black. Oh, this is gonna be dope. This is a great pickup for them. Andrade was one, Black is another one. Hell, they should go ahead and bring in Buddy Murphy while we're at it. Seriously. The talents that WWE didn't know what to do with, bring them in. So, give me your thoughts. Give me your lovely thoughts on Mr. Tommy fucking End. Oh, and before I move on to the super chats here, I got one little message from Miss Zelina Vega. Y'all didn't think I was gonna just leave Miss Zelina alone, did y'all? Y'all just thought I was just gonna skip by and not say anything. I'm not gonna say anything negative. It's her life. I hope she's happy with this decision. But man, imagine being Zelina Vega, going back to WWE, only to find out that her husband got fired, and now he's working with AEW, along with the man she was managing, Andrade, and here she is stuck in WWE being a jobber. Because that's exactly what she's going to be. She is going to be a jobber. I hope she didn't sign a contract. Seriously, I hope she didn't sign a contract. I hope it's a handshake deal and she pivots and decides, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and retract that statement and kind of exit stage left because, you know, a certain All Elite company is calling my name. I don't think she can do that now. I don't even know what her contract details are. I think she just straight up re-signed with them. If I was Zelina Vega, I'd be kicking myself. But give me your thoughts. How y'all feel about Aleister Black? Let's play some super chats. I see the super chats are going wild tonight. What y'all got to say about this? Oh, that's gonna be dope. Oh, that's dope.
I want to see Tommy End have a match with MJF on September in New York, and I want Tommy End injury MJF for good because I don't like MJF.
Oh, damn. I don't like MJF, but I like the fact that I don't like MJF. How about that? That would be an awesome match, though. Tommy End versus MJF. Oh my God! Like, there's so many people he can fight. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. I'm super excited for AEW, man.
Malakai Black's name is a reference to Lucifer or for others Satan, a fallen angel.
Seriously? Are you serious? I didn't know Malakai Black was related to Satan. Let me look that up. It's interesting. Malakai Black meaning. Yeah, that's weird. I didn't know he was related to Satan. Are you just saying that?
Love your content, me and my girlfriend Candic.
Candice. Well, thank you for watching, Lunch Hawks. And of course, Candice as well, if you're watching as well. Thank you guys for continuing to contribute and make me a part of your lovely day. I think we got one more super chat ready to go. Yeah, we got one more, and then we'll get to the review. Y'all are on it. Jesus Christ, I love these super chats.
Through how many tables will Zelina Vega go over the next week?
And on that note, former Super Chat champion Nickname Mai ends on a banger. I'm pretty sure she'll go through at least 20. Vince. So you want to do unions, right? I'll show you. You don't cross Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Oh man, this is funny. Thank y'all for that. That was funny. All right, let's get to the AEW review. Again, this was a great episode. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Not gonna spend too much time on a lot of stuff. Just gonna give my thoughts, recap, and just get out your way, and then you give me your thoughts down below in the comments. I'm not gonna really go in order. Just gonna talk about what I remember. The opening match between QT Marshall and Cody Rhodes. First off, QT Marshall got the jobber entrance. Oops. What is this stable called? The Factory? They should just call them the Job Squad. The new version of the Job Squad. At least with WWE's Job Squad, they had Al Snow. What does everybody want? So, quick story about that head gimmick. When I was first watching as a kid, 8 years old, and they were doing the whole, what does everybody want? And I would scream, hey, because I was 8 years old. I didn't really catch what he was saying. It took me literally until my 20s when I went back and watched it to go, oh, that's what he meant. What does everybody want? Head. Jesus Christ, I'm slow. Now getting back to QT Marshall and Cody Rhodes. The match was decent. I wouldn't have opened up the show with this. I understand that Cody wrestles a completely different style than everybody else, and that's great. I'm fine with him doing that, and I love the variety that he brings to the show. You need some old school wrestling to ground the show every once in a while, and that's cool. I just didn't care about this match. I didn't care about his feud with QT Marshall because QT Marshall is a jobber. Not saying he's a bad talent or he's a bad person. They have booked this man as a jobber. No one takes him seriously. So it took Cody, almost 20 minutes to beat him in a strap match? Okay. Yeah, I didn't care. Personally, I'm so happy he's moving on to Tommy End, Malakai Black, whatever you want to call him. That's going to be a great feud. Here's the thing, though. Are we going to try to push Malakai Black as a heel? Because I don't... So, moving past this feud with QT Marshall, he can go back on Dark or Elevation, wherever. I don't know if Cody knows what's about to happen here. That pop for Tommy End should tell you who should be the babyface here. There's no way in hell the crowd is going to boo Tommy End over Cody. I've noticed that over the last few weeks, well, over the last few months really, that Cody has been kind of losing some steam as a babyface. I believe, honestly, we should consider turning him heel with this feud. I think if you flip the script and have Cody be the villain for Malakai Black, you're gonna have money. I love Cody. I think he's a great talent. It just feels like, I don't want to compare him to John Cena, but it feels like we're forcing him in a position that he shouldn't be in. You know, the whole American patriot. I am resembling hope and prosperity, hope and peace, and I'm blonde hair, blue eyes, America, and it's just like, I think Cody should really consider turning heel, really, because right now we don't, other than MJF, we don't really have a lot of legit heels. I think Ethan Page is doing an excellent job. Of course, MJF is always great, but we're running into what we're doing here is running into a problem where the heels are trying to be cool. When I look at Kenny Omega, yeah, he's a villain, but I don't hate him. Same thing with the Young Bucks. I don't hate the Young Bucks. I feel like Cody can make people hate his ass. Because I see people all over Twitter talking about, man, fuck Cody. He's always, putting himself in position. They were saying that tonight, but with Malakai Black. Of course Cody Rhodes has to fight Malakai Black. I think Cody should take advantage of that. He can get a lot of heat with that. And imagine a heel Cody Rhodes versus a Hangman Page. Ooh. Oh, I'm getting more excited about it. So yes, I do think Cody should turn heel in this feud with Malakai Black. I don't think he will. I think more than likely he'll end up being the babyface and Black will be the heel, which I do not think is a good idea whatsoever. I don't. But hopefully AEW does the right thing. If anything else, like if you can't turn him heel, can we at least make Black an anti-hero? Like a Stone Cold Steve Austin type of character that really isn't aligned to anything or anybody? Maybe I'll appreciate him there. But no, that's gonna make it even more of a babyface. We're just gonna think he's a badass. Alright, well, regardless, Cody Rhodes and Malakai Black is the next feud. Hopefully that ends up doing something, bringing some buzz for AEW. I think it will. I'm really excited about that. But yeah, QT Marshall lost, and we're moving on from the Factory, which is a jobber squad. The new jobber squad. Backstage, we saw Sammy Guevara hit the chairman, Shawn Spears, with a chair, because Shawn Spears hit Sammy with a chair last week, so we're just trading chair shots with each other. Cool with me. I am absolutely okay with that. Okay, and again, what did I tell y'all about Tony Schiavone being interrupted? Tony is out there about to interview Kenny Omega, and he gets interrupted by who? Don Callis. Jesus Christ! Like, you're doing this on purpose. Stop interrupting Tony. It's getting on my nerves. This was an awesome segment, though. Don Callis is out there saying that Kenny Omega beat everybody. He's the king. There's no one else to beat. Except for people in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So I'm still waiting on that to happen. But nah, he's all like, there's no one left to beat. Kenny Omega is on top of the world. And then enter the Dark Order to a big pop. Evil Uno basically says, why are you ignoring these fans? Why are you ignoring the people? The fans are chanting cowboy shit. By the way, actually, no. We're going to talk about that after I get done with this segment. The fans are chanting cowboy shit. We want Hangman. And then Evil Uno is like, stop interrupting your audience. Stop ignoring your audience. Stop ignoring your system, your ranking system, because the number one is Hangman Page. You should be fighting him. And they're like, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. And then the Good Brothers come out, they brawl, and then Hangman Page enters to a massive pop, a mega pop from the crowd. He takes out the Good Brothers, and then you see Omega inside the ring. And he's on the edge of the apron. He's teasing the buckshot. He's cheesing the buckshot. Omega turns around. Hangman doesn't do it. Love that. Love that. That was a callback to the AEW Revolution match in 2020. Oh, that was beautiful. Beautiful storytelling. I love that. They get inside the ring. They get nose to nose. Hangman gets distracted. Omega runs away. So they're teasing the hell. They are teasing the hell out of this match. This should be your main event at All Out. This is your main event. So, is it safe to say that Hangman might be one of the most over talents in wrestling today? I think he might be. Because that pop was insane. The pops that he's getting consistently? Oh my goodness. I'm so... Once again, AEW needs to get credit for this. They know how to tell stories. You can say whatever you want about the production values, the people they push, certain people in spots they shouldn't be in. One thing AEW has over WWE, among other stuff, is storytelling. They could have given the championship to Hangman in 2019. They could have blown their load. They waited not 1, but 2 years. 2 years to get him back in front of that get him back in the world championship picture. Now we're wanting it. Now we're begging for it. Now we're salivating for it. And they used that time to build a feud between him and Kenny Omega. Beautiful stuff. I love this. I love everything about this. This is wrestling. This is how you do wrestling right. And that main event is going to be fire. I can't wait. I cannot wait for All Out. Omega versus Kenny Omega versus Hangman Page is going to be a banger. Matter of fact, if you do it right, you can get another match out of these two. You can do one at All Out and then do the rematch in New York in the stadium. Seriously, that would be a good series of matches to do. And if you want to, hell, maybe you have Hangman win it at All Out, have Omega win it back and in the stadium, and then have Hangman and Omega do one more time at Full Gear. You can really get a series of matches out of these guys. Seriously. But yeah, I'm very excited to see that match. They've done a very good job getting us salivating over it. They'd be crazy not to do something with that. What's up? This is Mr. Jones, Javen Jones, new subscriber to Alex's World. I appreciate you for being here, buddy. So let's go ahead and move on to this interview. This amazing, this awesome interview with All Ego, Ethan Page and Darby Allin. We have Jim Ross leading the interview. Jim Ross says he's disgusted and uneasy because they both talk about ending each other's career. Page says Allin deserves it. And Darby says the fact that he got in 1 year of wrestling to where Ethan got in 12 drives him mad. It took Darby 1 year to get over, and it took Ethan longer, a lot longer, 10 times longer to even get here to AEW. And he says the reason why it took All Ego so long is because he's complacent. He liked being the big fish in a small pond. Oops. We're just taking shots at different companies today. We're going to talk about it. But then Ethan says, hey, you know what? That's all true. Darby skipped the line. And if it wasn't for Ethan, he'd probably still be on the same shows wrestling for 30 people in the backyard. It was Ethan that got Darby out in the business. Wow, I didn't know that. Is that true? Or is he just saying that? But yeah, Ethan talked about after having as much experience as he did, sacrificing and struggling the way he struggled for 12 years. He's a different kind of breed than Darby Allin. And he's going to show him. He's going to show him next week what kind of monster he is. So let me tell you something. When we talk about heels, when you talk about someone that is legit doing everything that he can to make the babyface look as strong as possible, Ethan Page, he is far beyond a lot of wrestlers nowadays. You can tell that he's experienced. You can tell that his job is simply to make Darby Allin look like the best babyface ever. And he is. He is a great heel. Really good heel. Great on the microphone. Really good talker. And he's actually not bad inside the ring. I'm really excited about this coffin match next week. I think this is going to surprise people. Not a lot of people are talking about it. Not a lot of people expect this to be great. I think it's going to be an awesome match. And keep this in mind, I'm not necessarily the biggest All Ego Ethan Page fan. Most of the stuff I've seen of him has been on Impact and actually here in AEW. But I like it. I like it. I like what he's bringing to the table. And I think their match next week is going to be fire. It's going to be really awesome. I hope it's the main event. I don't think anything else can really be the main event. We had a 6-man tag. The Inner Circle taking on the Pinnacle. Inner Circle members Jake Hager, Ortiz, and Santana taking on Cash Wheeler, Dex, Hardwood, and Wardlow. This match was fine. I think people were more excited to see Jake Hager and Wardlow than anything else. They popped for that. Everybody else was like, okay, all right. So the Inner Circle lost to the Pinnacle. Of course they did. And then post-match, Conan. Come on. I gotta do it one time. One time. Can I do it? Oh well. Yo, let me speak on this. Ole! Arriba la raza! Lobos, Lumos, Vacos, Locos, forever! The NWO is bounty! Come on, howdy. I'm telling you, man. I miss Conan in the NWO. That was my shit back then, man. I'm gonna have to go back and watch one of those matches that he did, because he was over. He was over. For real. All right, let's go ahead and move on from that. I just had to do it one time, but yeah, Conan got attacked. Man, is Chris Jericho next? Oh, so yeah, we should talk about this before we get into the segment. There was some technical difficulties before the segment. Apparently, during Chris Jericho's entrance, a fan tried to enter the ring, and that's why AEW didn't go back live, because after a couple of commercials, they just went to a I don't know if you call it a please stand by screen or something like that, but they just didn't come back on, and they came back on in the middle of the promo, which is why I'm like, what happened? What happened? And then they showed on Twitter that during Chris Jericho's entrance of Judas, a fan tried to enter the ring. Well, fans are back. Yep, they are officially black. Black. They are officially back. I don't even know if he was black or not, but yeah, apparently Chris Jericho called him fat. He fat. Yeah, some jerk tried to enter the ring and Chris Jericho whipped that ass, and that's why they didn't show it. I look, I'm gonna just say this one time. If you are dumb enough to enter the ring, whatever you get is what you deserve. All right, these wrestlers aren't just actors. They deal with pain on a regular basis. They know how to hurt you. They know exactly where to hit you, how hard to hit you, and exactly how often they need to hit you, how much they need to hit you to get you to fall down. You know, Chris Jericho's been fighting for decades. You don't think he knows how to beat you up? You know what I mean? I just don't understand that. Like, I really gotta ask this question. Why do fans feel the need or feel this intense desire to want to fight wrestlers? I just think that is the dumbest thing you can do. Listen, I wouldn't even want to fight the commentators, unless it's Michael Cole, but I wouldn't even want to fight the commentators. Joey Styles knocked out JBL. Joey, oh my God, knocked out wrestling God. Joey Styles can fight, and you want to fight Chris Jericho? Those are the last people I would stay far away from. Well, you would stay far away from Big Show. You would stay far away from Mark Henry. You stay far away from Taker, Kane. Why would you pick a fight with them? Why? Why would you pick a fight with Jerry the King Lawler? Why would you pick a fight with Jim Ross? Jim Ross would probably kick your... Oh, I'm pretty sure Jim Ross can whip ass too. I know he can. Why would you pick a fight with them? For what reason? Why? You already know Tony Schiavone could whip ass too. Don't do it. Just here, for real. People watching me on live chat, if you are stupid enough to enter a ring and get your ass knocked out, you're an idiot, you're a dumbass, and no one will feel sorry for you when it happens. Don't be that person. If you're subscribed to me and you are someone that will enter a ring just to be stupid, please unsubscribe. Just unsubscribe. Do me that favor. I don't even want you here. I think that's just dumb. I hate when people do that. It's just a waste of time, and just, it doesn't accomplish anything. You get what I mean? I do like that Chris Jericho included that in his promo, though. Yeah, that's just dumb. Anyways, let's back to the review here. Yeah, they're talking about this promo where MJF is just basically setting up Chris Jericho on the 5 stages of hell. What do you call it? Like some Greek mythology 5 circle of hell kind of thing, where Hercules had to fight certain people to get to Satan, or oh goddamn no. Essentially, he's gonna make Chris Jericho fight every member of the Pinnacle before he gets to him, and I guess that's how they get their match at All Out. Sure, fine. And that's basically the promo. Chris Jericho basically did the rah 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 Ayatollah of rock and roller. They even did a Y2J chant. He's all like, don't chant that. That name's dead. I'm just like, yo, Jericho. Like let them chant Y2. Why do y'all do that? I hate when wrestlers. Okay, like there are times when it's called for. I guess. Like if it's a stupid chant, fine. I guess. But Y2J? Y2J. That's who you are. Your name is synonymous Y2J. But alright, he doesn't want them chanting Y2J for some reason. I don't get that. Yeah, they had Chris Jericho hit Max with a short arm Judas effect that didn't connect. We just talked about bad camera angles. If you are right here and then you go, and then you sell it, yeah. Well, he's like, well, Chris Jericho, here comes Chris Jericho. What, you expect me to actually hit him? I expect you to make it look convincing. That's what I expect. So yeah, make me think you actually hit him. How about that? By the way, I wasn't going to talk about this, but we got to address it too. Apparently, Chris Jericho was on his podcast, I think this past weekend. He addressed that spot during the War Games Blood and Guts match where he fell off the top and fell on some pillows. And the camera angle was right there. And he's all like, if you don't like the spot, you're not a real fan. And I'm just... Chris Jericho is one of the greatest of all time. I love Jericho. I don't care how he feels about anything political. It is what it is. It's just one of those things, when I hear stuff like that, it just makes me go, Jesus Christ, can y'all just delete social media? I really do think wrestlers should just not be on social media. Because really, we're not saying we wanted you to die. We're not saying we want him to fall through actual concrete. What we don't want is for us to feel like it's fake. Yeah, he fell on pillows. Okay, he fell on something that looked fake, and even in the edit, even when they like replay the match, they're smart enough to show it from a high angle where it doesn't look too bad. Okay? But when the camera is right here in my face, and I go to punch you, and I go, and then you pull a Karen, I'm calling a match. Come on. Now, Jericho, you know, his little fragile ego, he would have a fragile ego. He comes from that era of the big egos, the Shawn Michaels, the Triple H's, the Austins, the Rocks, those, you know, those big mans with fragile little egos. How did Genie say it? Phenomenal cosmic powers. Itty bitty living space. That's their egos. Their egos is itty bitty living space. Jesus Christ, Jericho. No one's saying that we wanted you to die. We're saying the spot could have been shot better. It's a legit criticism. Relax. But yeah, that's what's happening with Chris Jericho and Judas. Well, MJF might as well be Judas, but yeah, MJF and Chris Jericho. Next up, we had Dr. Britt Baker. Oh, I can't wait for this. Oh, I gotta talk about this. This Britt Baker had y'all in your feelings. So last week was it last week? Was it last Saturday? Not this past Saturday, but Saturday before then. Eddie Kingston came out after the show and took a shot at WWE, saying that they didn't have any passion. Well, looks like Britt Baker gave you your weekly dose of WWE shots. She was backstage, basically ranting on Tony Khan about, hey, you gave Vicky Guerrero a match because she brought in Andrade. Okay, well, I hope you enjoy your blood money, because as a result, my girl Reba, she got hurt. She got hurt because you put Vicky in a match. I hope you enjoy your blood money. Hey, maybe next week we can go to Saudi Arabia. Boom! And the snowflakes, stop talking bringing back WWE. Stop talking. Stop talking. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Whine, complain, get angry. Y'all should see some of y'all. You're like, that's you. That's the snowflakes. I love it. I love it. Get them in their feelings. You know what? I hope they do a shot next week too. I wonder who else is going to take a shot at WWE. Listen, honestly, I loved Eddie's promo calling WWE the people up north non-passionate, people who don't care about the business. At least Britt was subtle with it. It was one of those, damn. Shit. Taz was subtle with it too. Taz with the, we don't run a sloppy shop. You know what I mean? Yo, come on, give it to her. That shot was dope. Britt Baker with a nice little shot at WWE. That was pretty good. You know, so apparently she's gonna be fighting Nyla Rose next week for the women's title. Again, I'm just, you know, it's just one of those. All right, whatever. Cause just get it out the way. I'm not really feeling it anyways. But again, we really gotta find a legit opponent for Britt Baker because she is so far ahead from the rest of the roster. It's not even fair. Andrade El Idolo took on Matt Sydal. Loved his entrance, loved the black mask. He really looks like Black Mask from Batman. That's pretty dope. I like that. I like that he looks like a kingpin when he comes out. The match went a little too long for my liking. Went over a commercial break. It should not have taken him that long to beat Matt Sydal. And some of you are going, but Alyx, this is Matt Sydal. This guy has been around for a long time. He's beaten Chris Jericho 3 times. Yes, I know. I remember. But Jesus Christ, not every match has to go this long. You already knew Andrade was going to beat him, so why did it have to go over 2 commercial breaks? I don't like the fact that it took him that long to beat Matt Sydal, of all people. You know what I mean? But whatever. Sure. Post-match, he tried to break his arm. That was weird. I thought he was going to do a Pentagon arm breaker, but I guess he can't do that. Whatever. And that's when we got the Tommy End Black Mass appearance. That was dope. Again, I gotta do it. You know I gotta do it one more time. 3, 2, 1. Black Mass to the ass. Hey, come on. I said Black Mass to the ass. Yeah, one more. I said Black Mass to the ass. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Orange Cassidy and Chris Statlander beat The Blade and his wife, The Bunny. Chris Statlander and Orange Cassidy were over. The crowd loved them. And that's what matters. The people who are over were still over, and that was really dope. It was really, really dope. We got footage of Jungle Boy Jack Perry getting photographed with a trophy because he was the first wrestler to have 50 wins. Again, it's just one of those like, god damn. I understand that we want to make AEW Dark and Elevation mean something, but it would have been nice to see those wins on TV. Whatever. So, once again, Tony Schiavone is interrupted. He's interviewing American Top Dream, but Dan Lambert grabs the microphone from him and introduces George and Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes, the same one that knocked out Ronda Rousey. Oops. Uh-oh. Is that another shot at WW? No, it wasn't. But Amanda Nunes, it was good to see her. Yeah, I remember her as that chick that knocked out Ronda Rousey. But anyways, this was great. I love this. Dan Lambert in there cutting the heel promo, saying it's all about the old school wrestling. And this ain't like my wrestling. You fans don't know what's wrong with you. You should be liking the old stuff, the 70s and the 90s, when the 70s and the 60s and the 80s were the territory days. during the territory days, during the days of the 80 grams and the Johnny Valentine. Jesus Christ. Championship Wrestling from Florida. You know what he sounded like? You knew who he sounded like. It was a shot at Jim Cornette. That was probably him playing a Jim Cornette. And then getting all that heat to get the crowd to boo him. And then here comes Lance Archer for the big pop and beats his ass. I liked it. I thought this was great. That was classic wrestling for me. And then, of course, the main event of the evening. Well, thumbtacks in your mouth. I'm gonna say that again. Thumbtacks in your mouth. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's the Young Bucks taking on Eddie Kingston and Pentagon, who was over with Penta Celo Miedo. He's not Pentagon Jr., but you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, he was over. The crowd loves Pentagon. I seriously hope he goes after Miro. We should do him versus Miro for the tag team titles. No, not tag team titles. Miro and him versus the... Oh my God. Pentagon versus Miro for the TV championship or the TNT championship. Whatever the hell. Got it out. I was botching too much. Yeah, this was awesome. I love this main event. Fast paced. Young Bucks are awesome. Still the best tag team in the world to me, in my personal opinion. But those thumbtack spots, oh my goodness. First off, let's talk about the first crazy spot. The Canadian Destroyer, Mexican Destroyer, front flip pile driver onto the table on the outside. How the fuck? Seriously, how do you not get hurt from that? Dumb question. I'm pretty sure he got hurt. There's no way you cannot get hurt from that. By the way, do me a favor, like the video. I'm at 70 likes. Let's get to 100 likes. There's over 100 people in this thing. Give me the 100 likes. Remember, the goal is 150, but at least get me to 100 likes. At least get me to 100. Yeah, man, that was crazy. The Canadian Destroyer on the table. I do not see how anybody can take that and be all like, yeah, I'm good. Let's keep going. I would be a bitch. I would be like, nope, I ain't doing it. But yeah, that was pretty goddamn crazy. That was pretty goddamn crazy. You know what I mean? Then we get to the rest of the match. They're baiting each other using trash cans. It's a brawl. The craziness with the referee. Freaking Nick Jackson splashing Rick Knox, something like that. Was it Rick Knox? Mike Knox was the guy who had Kelly. Rick Knox. And then Matt Jackson taps out. You know, a great way to protect Eddie Kingston. Make him look strong. Then I think that's when they do the craziness with the Good Brothers coming in. And then you had Frankie Kazarian. I think he's the Elite Killer. The Elite Killer helping them out, attacking the guys. And then I love that. Love the Elite Killer stuff. Good stuff all around. You know that's going to play into the main event and All Out. Oh, everything's being done so well. I love it. So yeah, the Elite Killer came in, and then thumbtacks. So usually you're thinking, all right, he's just going to fall backwards on the thumbtacks, right? Yeah, all right, it's just going to be a couple thumbtacks on his back. You've seen it enough, you're fine. These motherfuckers decided that they're going to pick up some thumbtacks, shake it like dice, and chuck them bitches in faces. They chucked a handful of freaking thumbtacks into Eddie Kingston's face. Oh my God, that is dangerous. They chucked. Or was it Elite Killer or Elite Hunter? It's the Elite Hunter. Excuse me, the Elite Hunter. Thank you. They chucked thumbtacks in his face, and then they put thumbtacks in his mouth, and then they super kicked it. Oh my God! No. I've seen some crazy shit. No. That was one of the first times I went, oh, okay. No, thank you. Yeah, that was crazy. CZW style. And they pinned him. 1, 2, 3. Young Bucks retain, and that was that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Penta, Cesaro Miedo, and Eddie Kingston are really, really over. So Jon Moxley will return next week. I guess he's going to be fighting Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah. Machine Gun Kelly. Carl Anderson, Machine Gun Carl Anderson will be taking on Jon Moxley for the IWGP United States Championship. So, I think they're going to be building to a match with them sometime down the line. I still would love to see Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston fight Penta and Phoenix one good time in the future, but I don't know. It feels like they're setting them up to take the belts off of the Young Bucks, which I really do think, me personally, I think it should be Jurassic Express. I want Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus to take the belts off of the Young Bucks. That's what I want. I think they would be a lot more, they would be better, but who knows? Whichever one they go with, we'll see what happens. Machinery Gun Kelly, sure. Yeah, great episode. Great episode for AEW Dynamite tonight. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's just good to have fans back. Miami, you were a great crowd, great show, a lot of good things happening. I really enjoyed it. So thank y'all for being here. I'm going to take a couple minutes to hang out with y'all in the live chat. And then I'm going to split. What are your favorite moments? Talk to me. What were your favorite moments of the entire show? I see a super chat here. Let's play it.
I know this is off topic, but what does it mean when you say a wrestler works in catering? Keep up the good work.
Well, when we say catering, basically they don't get any TV time. What catering is, when you work, it's just people who cook for you and then you basically get fed. You don't have to worry about buying food. It's just because you work at a certain job, they have people come and cook food for you in the back and then you eat. When we say they work in catering, they basically don't do shit. They just come to work and then they eat and then they go home. Now, personally, where I am in my life, I would love that job. Please hire me so I can job and then work in catering. I would love that job. I would absolutely love that. And I would happily be taking, I would take up that mantle as a jobber and live it. But when that is given to someone like Aleister Black, Malakai Black, Tommy End, no thank you. Sam, it isn't out yet.
Hey Alyx, of topic, when you will watch Black Widow because it will be on this Friday?
I guess I'll watch it this Friday when it comes out, Sam. Oh, so when are you gonna watch Black Widow? When it comes out. Because it comes out this Friday. I guess I'll watch it Friday. I don't mean to be an asshole, I really don't, but come on, y'all. Come on! Yeah, a lot of people are saying the best part of the show was the debut of Tommy fucking N! Or Malakai Black. Let's see, Richard Atkinson, AEW for life. For life. We got 82 likes. Get them 82 likes up to 100. Give me that 100 likes. Yeah, give me that. It says it was 80% sold out. That's pretty good. Again, it's still the pandemic. Not a lot of people are gonna go to these shows, but that's pretty dope, man. That's pretty dope. I see a lot of people tell me they subscribe. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Okay, so my stream decided to start crapping out at the end here. So I'm glad that we got to the end. But, okay. We're good, though. We're good. We're alright. Let's see here. Alex, have I seen Tommy N's Instagram video? What Instagram video? I haven't seen anything on his Instagram. What is he talking? What's he talking about, y'all? I guess I gotta look it up. Let's see. Instagram. Hope it's nothing copyright written. Let's see. Tommy and let me see. What is this? It's a video. Oh, it's 5 minutes long. Oh, this is that sponsorship, right? I think he's sponsoring some company or something like that. Wow. That's interesting. Okay, what's this? NRE, the Wrestling Verse says, I got some news from PWI Insider. WWE failed to update his contract from the standard 30-day non-complete that the NXT level talents received to the 90-day complete cost that main roster performers were given. So essentially, what you're telling me is WWE fucked up. They weren't expecting him to actually go to AEW. They were going to see if they can work a way to get back with WWE. And then he's just like, nope. Well, sucks to them. Sucks for them. See, Firestar Hart tried to get this going. Malakai fucking Black. No, that doesn't work, buddy. That doesn't work. Oh my god. How are we gonna make that work? Malakai fucking Black. No, that I don't think that flows. It don't work. That don't work. Sorry, man. You tried it. It doesn't have the same rhythm as Tommy fucking in. Especially when you say that Tommy fucking in. Put your chest into it. We got Malakai Love in the house. What's up, Malakai Love? Is it Malakai or Malachi? I like this Malachi Love. Something like that. We got a lot of malas. Mala. Yeah, MJF versus Tommy End. Take my money. I agree. Tokyo says, well, looks like Leah's about to get buried. You know they're gonna bury her ass and then put her on main event. I hope she enjoys that money, by the way. Yeah, I don't understand why Jericho made a big deal about Y2J anyways. Doesn't Vince own Y2J? I don't know. I don't see what the big deal is. Y2J. That's what we've been calling him for decades. You know what I mean? Man, I hope them snowflakes cry all the way to the goddamn bank, because that's just hilarious to me. Yes, rain your tears down on me. Rain them tears down. Yeah, I thought Britt Baker had one of the best shots out of all of them, personally. Zachary Haynes said it's his favorite. He liked it better than all of them. The one from Taz and the one from Kingston. And many others. Yeah, I think that's hilarious that WWE got to update his contract and now he's in AEW. Whoops! Penta El Celo Miedo versus... Oh my god! Tommy End versus Penta? Yeah. Yo! Tommy End versus Phoenix. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait, man. Tommy End's about to kill it. Oh, someone had to ask this. Alex, what are your thoughts on Raw getting a 1.4 in the ratings this week? Listen, I'll probably talk about this, yeah, I'll definitely talk about this on Friday. Because that's going to be the final. This Friday is the final, review for the Thunderdome.
AEW copying TNA, Impact with America Top Team.
How? Did they have them on the show and they did something similar? Okay, well that's weird. I don't know how they're copying them, but alrighty. Y'all tell me what he means by that. But man, like a 1.4 rating. We're going to talk about that on SmackDown because this Friday is going to be the final review I do for the Thunderdome era. I am not, and I mean not talking about Raw next Monday. I think that show is awful. I hope that show hits a 1.2, and I hope AEW beats it in the ratings. But yeah, like, we'll talk more about that. It's so apropos that weeks before they're getting back in front of an audience, they're hitting record low ratings. I think that's amazing. I think that is freaking awesome. I think that's just so apropos. But, yeah. Also, I should let you guys know this, and I don't mind saying this to y'all. I'll probably say it again on Friday too, but as of right now, I don't think I'm buying a ticket because it's going to be here in Houston next Friday. I have no reason to buy a ticket to go see that show. Like, with the way the roster is, they would need to advertise something. I need something for me to give a damn about that show, because right now I don't. Like, they would have to jam pack that shit with they would just say, okay, for one night only, Raw and SmackDown stars are gonna be on Friday night. Like, seriously, or because right now I really do not care. I do not care. I'm expecting them to bring in John Cena. Probably. Someone told me Becky Lynch. Yeah, right. They're not bigger than him. But I do expect Becky to come back, but not on SmackDown. I see her coming back on Raw. So is Brock Lesnar. I think Brock and Becky are going to come back on Raw. Yeah, I don't care. I don't. So they better give me a reason, because right now I'm not buying no ticket. I see that, like, it's doing well in ticket sales anyways. So they're going to have a crowd. That's fine. I just don't care. I don't care enough, and I'm trying to budget my money anyways. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yes, and someone just asked me to talk about Jimmy Uso. Guys, yes, he got arrested. Jimmy Uso did get arrested. I did a video on it. You guys are going to have to go back and watch that. I'm not talking about that again, because I don't want to talk about my boy like that. Alright, so thank y'all for watching. Thank you for watching my AEW review. Give me your thoughts about the show down below. How you feel about Tommy, or Malakai fucking Black. Nah. Tommy fucking appearing in All Elite Wrestling. How y'all feel about freaking Britt Baker and her pew 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 pew, her shots at WWE? Let me know how you feel down below. Complain, whine, compliment, do whatever you want. Thank you for watching and making me part of your day. I'll catch you guys next time right here in Alyx's World. See you guys later. Peace.